Hey, good day, everybody, and welcome back. We are taking a real quick look at Tron. Oh, Tron, the one that has been the suspect of massive manipulation, is experiencing basically 5 straight days of ascending. And the big question is, where is it going to stop? Well, I'm going to take a look at a couple things here and maybe give you some ideas on where we're expecting this to stop. Just going to kind of take a look at a couple different indicators and also take a look at the order book a little bit as well. And we'll talk about some of the nuances with those. So, starting down here where Tron kind of hit rock bottom right around 320 Satoshis, started to move up using 460 as my target here, but knowing, of course, that we may see some upward movement and pressure. We saw that Tron actually hit a few moments ago, went all the way up to about 475. So that's the high. And you can see up here in my panel, 475 is the high. We're back down to 465. I was just chatting with a few people a little bit ago, just telling them, hey, don't buy the rise because it's likely going to come down. And almost 1 to 2 minutes after I said that, the price did drop a little bit. And I tend to feel bad for the people that see this big green candle and think, oh my goodness, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to miss out on some profits. And they're the ones that end up holding the bag. So I'm just going to say, yes, this might continue to rise some more, but chances are it's going to move sideways for a little bit. It might dip down a little further. Personally, I have an order set for Tron at two different price points. I have one set at 425. I also have one set at 400. I recently had an order a sell order that went through. It went through with flying colors, and now I'm waiting for it to retrace back so that I can buy back at a lower price. That's how you play the game. And the reason or the ways that I determined what those price points are going to be is based on the fib retracement lines, based on the order book. We all know that order books tend to be fake sometimes, but they can be used to identify some areas of potential support. So if I look at the order book here, I can see I've got a decent wall at 425, the 9.33 Bitcoins, but an even bigger one at 420, a 12 Bitcoin wall there. So Tron is one of those that tends to have a lot of volume and it moves around quite a bit. So I'm kind of expecting there to be some sort of a retracement. We can see that we had a big run up here. This was a pretty decent run, and then it actually retraced quite a bit. It retraced about 29%. And then we're seeing another run here. So if we're looking at our waves, this is a lot of movement, and we're creating a little bit of a bull here. But I'm not so sure that this is going to be a point where it's actually going to break out. At this point, my suggestion is don't buy if it looks like it's going to break out. You are going to want to wait for things to move back down. You must be patient. I know today in particular, there's been a lot of massive movements. We've seen a lot of coins going up a significant amount as far as a percentage goes. We can see BLK is up 7%, CPC is up 36%. We have let's see here, Tron, if I remember correctly, this one's up 11%. Swift is up 15%. A lot are going down, though, and Bitcoin is going to have a big effect on these because these are the Satoshi values. So if Bitcoin goes down, then a lot of people that have positions in here that may have gotten in at 320, like myself, I have some that I purchased, at a higher point, but you always buy down your average price. As it's slowly moving down the channel, you sell and you buy lower, and then you get a little bit of profit and you sell and you buy lower. At the end of the day, you're increasing your unit cost. So when it does increase in value like this, you can either continue to hold or you can wait to see what happens with Bitcoin, sell your position, because 9 times out of 10, the price is going to go down when the price of Bitcoin goes up. And the reason for that is you have people selling the altcoin to ride the price up on Bitcoin. So they're trying to increase their USD value. So when that happens, the Satoshi value goes down because of the massive sells that are occurring. You can see over here in my trading panel, I've got more sells than I have buys at this point. So we're already seeing some retracement. And where it's going to stop, I'm not really sure. That's why I'm sort of betting somewhere between 430 and 420 for a potential reentry, but I'm only buying back a small portion of what I have. I'll be buying the rest back closer to the 200 point. And if we're looking at the volume as an indicator, we're seeing down here there was a decent amount of volume that was pushing the price down, and then it wasn't allowed to go down any further. That's where it rebounded. So you can see we have support at this level here at 406. So now that we've broken down that support, it's likely going to dip down just a little bit more, and that's okay. You can see right here, here's another area of volume. You can see that there was an attempt at a bull run, and it was rejected at 400. So I'm using this as a range anywhere between 400 and 405. I'm expecting it to land somewhere in there if it continues to go down. Again, I can't predict what's going to happen to Bitcoin, but I will say that if Bitcoin does start to go up, then the price of Tron is likely going to go down because people are going to sell to ride the wave of Bitcoin up, and then they'll buy back their position and they'll have more units because they'll be buying back at a lower price, and that's how you play the game. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, all of that pointless YouTube stuff. But other than that, hope you enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.